What is up, guys? It's your boy Blake. I am back with another video. If y'all are new here, you're going to want to subscribe down below to get all my new videos that I post weekly. But today I'm going to be doing a way too early NFL power ranking for next season. I'm going to rank all 32 teams in order from worst to best. This list is just my opinion. It's all subjective, so if y'all disagree with me, let me know your opinions in the comments down below. But if you guys are ready, let's get into it. I'm going to start this list off with the worst team in NFL franchise history. I'm sorry, Cleveland, but it's the Browns. They are the worst team, and they will be in 2018. They have no backbone, really. I think the only good thing that they had going this year was Myles Garrett for a little bit and the return of Josh Gordon. They have no quarterback. Their front office is god-awful. I personally think that they need to get rid of everyone because there's no point in trying to just draft first-round quarterbacks every year because obviously that has not been going well for them. So the only way the Browns can go for next season is up. You can't finish any worse than 0-16. I've got the Bears at 31. There's just a lot of questions surrounding the team. New head coach. Year 2 for Mitchell Trubisky. Is he going to develop into a better quarterback? Are they going to find a guy on the outside for Trubisky to throw to? And then defense. Besides A. Jackson, they need to find somebody to play and to lead the defense because right now that's a real issue for them. At 30, I have the New York Jets. Their only good player is Jamal Adams, who's a rookie out of LSU, who's a stud, no doubt. He's a great safety, but one player is not going to really lead that team. They finished 5-11 this past season, so a lot of questions. They need to find a quarterback. They need to find some weapons on offense for them to be a legit contender for the AFC East. So that's why I have them at 30. At 29, I've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This one I have because I don't really understand why they're not a good football team, besides the fact that they play in a really hard division. But I think the only thing that I can think of is that they rely too much on Jameis Winston and Mike Evans to make plays for them. And I think defenses can just realize that they can just double team Evans and that Winston doesn't do really well under pressure. So with that, I mean, they're going to struggle. So I think they need to find another big guy on the other side of the field for Winston to throw to. And when Doug Martin's not healthy, they also make him pretty one-dimensional. So I think those are the issues that they need to figure out for Tampa Bay to be successful next year. If I had to describe the Arizona Cardinals in one word, it would be old. Carson Palmer, Larry Fitzgerald, Adrian Peterson, they're all getting up there in age. So it's going to be hard to replace Palmer, your quarterback that's been there for a couple years now, and Fitzgerald, who's a great receiver. And with Bruce Arians leaving, you're also going to have to fill that void. So I think this next year is going to be a rebuild season for them. So that's why I got them at 28. The reason I have the Colts at 27 is their defense. They have no defense, and that is a huge issue. Defense wins football games, and they have this huge issue is that they only have one star player on their offense, and that's T.Y. Hilton. And I know Luck is a great quarterback, and it's going to be different when he comes back, but he's been injury prone for most of his career, and he was out all last season. So you've got a huge question mark at the quarterback position. Is he going to return? Is he going to be the same quarterback that he was in past season, his rookie year? This and that. Is Josh McDaniels going to be the right guy in Indianapolis? We don't know. So that's why I have them right now at 27. 26, I like the Bengals. Andy Dalton, he's an average quarterback. He's pretty good. I love AJ Green. Joe Mixon's a pretty good running back. But there's still a lot of questions. They're just an average football team, so that's why I've got them right now in the middle of the pack. At 25, I have the Miami Dolphins, and this all depends on if Jarvis Landry stays or not. That's where the future is for Miami, is keeping Jarvis Landry, their number one target and their best player on this offense and on the team. If they keep them, they're going to be just fine. The change of the season for the 49ers is when they went to go after Jimmy Garoppolo. The kid is a fantastic quarterback. And Kyle Shanahan, I mean, you can see what he can do with a quarterback like Jimmy Garoppolo. He's a great quarterback. I feel like many teams did not want to play the 49ers that back half of the season, but they're a pretty good football team. I think if they keep it up, sign a few more guys in the draft, or find somebody in free agency, this could be a really good football team next season. My 23rd team is the Denver Broncos. I've had them high because I believe that they're going to find somebody in this year's draft to replace Brock Osweiler / Trevor Siemian, because that's not the answer for them. And I love their defense. Their defense is great. It's one of the best defenses in the NFL. They've got stars on all tiers of the defense. So that's why I've got them at 23. The way the Redskins have a good season next year is if they stay healthy, they keep Kirk Cousins, and they find some weapons. I think they really trusted Terrell Pryor to just be that guy, and he was really disappointing this past season. But I think if they find somebody to get the ball out to and stay healthy, I think they'll be a pretty good football team. I think the Lions are going to be a pretty good football team next season. I love Matt Stafford. I think he's a great quarterback. I think they have the weapons on offense. But defense, outside of Darius Slay, who's a top 5 corner, is they need some work. But with Matt Patricia becoming the head coach, who's a defensive-minded coach, I think they're going to be a pretty good football team next season. At 20, I have the New York Giants. They struggled last season, just all due to injury. They lost their receiving core. It was just a bad season, but I think they resolved a lot of their issues. They fired Ben McAdoo. They're getting a new head coach. So I think that was a big step for them. But if they keep their receiver core healthy, I think they'll be just fine. I think what makes this Baltimore Ravens team good is, like for many years, it's been their defense with Eric Weddle, C.J. Mosley, among many other people. That's the backbone of their team. And when you have a consistently good quarterback like Joe Flacco, you're going to be able to win games. So that's why I have them at 19. Coming into the 2017 season, the Oakland Raiders were supposed to be going to the AFC Championship, a favorite to win the Super Bowl, and then disaster hit. They lost Derek Carr to injury. The team just went downhill. They didn't really know what to do. They just lost their whole identity. But with John Gruden coming in, having Derek Carr to be his quarterback, it's going to be really fun to watch. I expect a lot of scoring, a lot of Spider 2-Eye Banana, but they're going to be a good football team next season. I've got the Chargers at 17. They're a consistently good football team. I like Phillip Rivers. That defense is coming along strong. They've got a great secondary. Joey Bosa, great player. Keenan Allen, top 5 receiver in my opinion. They've got the pieces together. They've just got to find a way to win games. That's why I've got them right now at 17. You can't say Green Bay without mentioning Aaron Rodgers. He is the key to Green Bay, and that was proven this season. After he fell to injury, the team fell off the map. And I think they were rushing to get him maybe for a chance to get back in the playoffs, but I don't know. I think they need to keep him healthy, because the only way they're going to win football games is if he stays healthy. And if he does that, I think they're going to be set for another good season. So at 15, I got the Buffalo Bills. It's been a long time since they made the playoffs, but they did it this past season. They're a really good football team. The only question I have is, are you going to stick with Tyrod Taylor? Are you going to go with another quarterback? That's the only question I have right now. But other than that, they're a good football team, and I think they will be good in 2018. If the Houston Texans stay healthy, they are going to be a really good football team. Deshaun Watson played incredible. He played like Dak Prescott did in his rookie year. He was that good until he fell to injury. If they stay healthy, when Watson comes back, when Watt comes back, they're going to be good. They've got a great defense. They've got weapons on offense. They're going to be a good football team in 2018. I really like the Cowboys at 13 because of their offense mostly. They've got Dak Prescott, Jason Witten, Dez Bryant, and they'll have Ezekiel Elliott for all of next season. So they're going to be a good football team in 2018. The key to the success for the Tennessee Titans is to keep Mariota healthy. He is a great quarterback. He's a star player. He makes plays for this team. So I think with that being said, I think they're going to have another really good year like they did this past season. In 2018, the key for the Chiefs is to find a way to win when they are away. They were 4-4 away from home. But, I mean, they've got the weapons. They've got Tyreek Hill. They've got Kareem Hunt. They've got Travis Kelce. And they've got a great quarterback in Alex Smith. So I think they're going to find a way to win next season and be a really good football team in 2018. The problem the Seahawks had was a lot of injuries. Earl Thomas went down. Michael Bennett, Bobby Wagner, Richard Sherman. A lot of their best players on defense were injured. And, it's hard when you have a really good defense depleted. You're not going to win a whole lot of football games. But I love what Russell Wilson does. I love Doug Baldwin, Tyler Lockett. They're great receivers. So I think they're going to have a really good season if they stay healthy in 2018. There's very few little things that Atlanta could do to become better in 2018. Maybe find another big guy for defenses to worry about, because it's really easy just to lock down on Julio. But Matt Ryan is a great quarterback, and they've got a great defense. So I think they're going to have another successful campaign in 2018. The Carolina Panthers have what a lot of teams don't have in this league. They've got the number one dual threat quarterback in Cam Newton. They've got a veteran tight end who can hurt you so bad in the middle of the field. And they've got a guy that's a rookie in Christian McCaffrey who can hurt you as a running back, as a slot receiver, and in special teams. And that's really hard when you're trying to just prepare for them when you're playing them. Not only that, but they've got a great defense. Luke Kuechly, Thomas Davis, they've got it. But if they can stay consistent, which has been an issue for them in past years, but if they can do that, they're going to be a good football team in 2018. Coming in at number 7, I have the Los Angeles Rams. I think a lot of people were surprised by this team this past season, and I think a lot of people, especially Rams fans, are about to start to write off Jared Goff as just another bad quarterback, but he proved a lot of people wrong. He played extremely well. They made a lot of good signings. They brought in Sammy Watkins, and then Todd Gurley healthy. I mean, that is just a great trio to have, and that defense is coming along very nicely. Aaron Donald is a monster on the line. So I think they're going to be some more of the same in 2018. The Saints have got all the pieces together to make another run in 2018. They were just literally a play away from going to the NFC Championship. Drew Brees is a fantastic quarterback, a future Hall of Famer. Michael Thomas is a great receiver that Drew Brees has been looking for a couple years now. And then the duo in the backfield that they have with Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara, it is just so fun to watch that offense. I think in 2018, they're going to be a great team. Not only that, but they are my favorites to win the NFC South. Coming in at number 5, I have the Pittsburgh Steelers. At the end of the season, with a devastating loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars, a lot of Steelers fans were wanting big changes. They wanted everyone fired. Haley's gone. Now they want Tomlin gone. I don't think that's the answer. I think what they need to do is just to keep the big three together. Big Ben, Antonio Brown, and pay Le'Veon Bell. He is the key to this dynamic offense that they have. If they can do that, they will be a really good team in 2018. Coming in at number 4, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars. When you think of the Jacksonville Jaguars, you think of their defense. It was ranked number 2 in the NFL this past season, and it is stout. At every level of their defense, they have stout players. Calais Campbell's, Miles Jack, AJ Boye, and Jalen Ramsey. That defense is scary, and no one really wants to play with them. But then when you look on the offensive side, they also have a lot of good players too. Rookie Leonard Fournette in the backfield is just a monster. They've got a great receiving core. I'm a little shaky on Blake Bortles. He's just a little too inexperienced for me to say he's a great quarterback yet, but I really like this team, and I think they're going to have another great season in 2018. And at number 3, I have the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't remember the last time the Eagles were this good, but then again, I don't remember them having a quarterback like Carson Wentz since maybe Donovan McNabb. The guy is electric, and when he went down, I felt like their season was going to be over. But, I mean, with Nick Foles in, you can just see how good that team is. Bringing in Alshon Jeffrey and Jay Ajayi, that team is set up for success. And with Wentz coming back next season, they're going to be another NFC contender in 2018. Coming in at number 2, and this might be a surprise, but I've got the New England Patriots. I'm not going to hop on the bandwagon and say that they're the best team ever. And I can't really say that right now because their defense is just not that great. They're losing both of their offensive and defense coordinators to new teams. Brady's getting up there in age. I know he's still a great quarterback. I think he's the GOAT. And he finds a way to win. But I think that there's just another team better, and that's why I've got them at number 2 right now. I still think that they're the favorites to win the AFC next season. But that's why I've got them at number 2. Coming in at number 1, I have the Minnesota Vikings, and that's because defense wins championships. This past season, they had the number 1 defense in the NFL. They got Everson Griffin on the line, Kendricks playing linebacker along with Anthony Barr, and they've got Trey Waynes, Xavier Rhodes, and Harrison Smith along with Sendejo in the secondary. That defense is just it's nasty, and they stop great offenses. They stopped the Saints in the divisional game in the first half, and I think they're going to do the same in 2018. But that offense, too, is I feel like it's super underrated. Adam Thielen is a great receiver. Kyle Rudolph, great tight end. Dalvin is coming back from injury. And you either can go with Teddy Bridgewater or Case Keenum. And I think you can't go wrong with either of those guys. So that's why they're my favorite team in 2018. Alright guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, please like it and subscribe down below for more of my videos. I upload them weekly. Let me know what y'all want to see next, along with your opinions on my rankings in the comments. But with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.